Hello, welcome to day 27. I think it's day 27, and I believe it's part 10 in documenting the framework. As this title suggests, might be a bit boring because we're documenting blah blah blah. Sure, you've heard it all before if you watched the last few videos. If not, it's a little warning. So we're not going to be doing really any code in here. Actually, probably be the video where we do more code than any other one because we've documented the classes now. We just need to create examples for all of these. All of our views essentially are examples of how to, for the most part, use every single feature within our website, within the framework. You might not want a blog in there, so you obviously wouldn't have that stuff in there. You might not want a forum, so therefore you might not have that in there. You might not even want a login system, so a lot of this would essentially go. The commenting.php, that really wouldn't exist on its own. That was just to demonstrate how to use it. So a lot of this you might not have in, well, your website. I'm actually in the middle of developing a new website, new idea that we've got, and I'm gonna have to go through this process because I'm still in the early stages of the design. I bought the domain. I probably today will get the framework uploaded to our server and just get the login system set up, aka just make sure got the database schema imported into the database, so we got all of that sorted. Let's make sure we got the social login IDs all sorted as well for that particular website. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go through these and just, I don't know where to put them. See, I don't think I should put them as a section called examples. One, it's going to be a lot of examples. Two, usually the general standard, I quite like this standard, is to have some sort of folder called well, examples. So if we had a folder called examples, we literally could have all of these in there. Admin, for example. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to launch GitHub, make sure I got the latest version. We are nearing the end of documenting the framework, and then we can get back into actually implementing features. That's something I'm really looking forward to getting back into, because there's features that I want in there that I want to use in websites, and well, I'm so reluctant to implement them because I want to document it, and two, I want to get the documentation done first, and then we can just add to the documentation as we need to. So if I go to PHP Web Framework, sync this bad boy up, and that's all done. So now if I just open this in the Finder window, and here I'm gonna create a folder called examples, code examples, tests. What's in code? Or could I have it literally within the app views? Now realistically this should be bare minimum as possible. All of this for the most part should be going. It's not going yet, but it will be soon. So examples, and in here will reside, well, all of this. So what I'm gonna do is let's go through here, get rid of anything that we need to get rid of. So what should we comment? Should we comment this? Create user and blog objects. If the user is not logged in, then redirect to blog homepage, as this page is only for admins. If user is not an admin, redirect. If user is not an admin, redirect. Redirect to blog homepage. Check if form has been submitted for inserting a new blog post. And for this, I'll just put form for blog post creation. That should be it for that. Do the same for this. And what did this essentially just, well, showed all the different blog posts. Create blog object, get all the blog posts in descending order, loop over each blog post and print it out. That's it. Just go do that through all of these. Some of these will be a bit meaty, so it will require a few more comments. Then copy and paste these into the examples folder. That will be this side of it done. The other thing I want to do is just go through the code in general, make sure it's commented. Just stuff like this, insert a blog post, just make sure it is commented. I know there are some files that aren't. It's got to be done, and yeah, we will get it done. It won't take too long. Okay, so home, changelog.php. Yeah, I'll provide this as a feature, I guess, because this was just a page sort of that I created, and it really did not. No, I can't. This view didn't include any PHP Web Framework features at all. It was just something that I see a lot of websites do have, whether it's private or not. So if it's private, maybe you have to be an admin. For example, you could put that sort of admin code here. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking, could this be simplified any more, really? But we're already calling it admin method. It could potentially simplify it, but one way to potentially simplify it is to have a method that you call like isAdmin, for example, and the optional, you could have a secondary optional parameter which could be a redirect parameter, and if you specify that and the user is not an admin, but I think this would, because it's not that many lines and it provides a bit more flexibility like this, is fine like this. I want the capital T. This is all the other things that I want to change as well. Make sure so it's not case sensitive, but I just like my method starting with a capital. I know some people will definitely be against that. Okay, so now that we've done that, go to home, just make sure this is all capitalized as well, so good. Now change log, yeah, I'm happy with that. This was pretty well formatted anyway. Okay, policy, again, this was just sort of a generic policy that you could just have on your website. And yeah, the only thing I'm gonna, one second, I have a message that I need to check. The only thing that I want to check, I've done document.title, but I'm pretty sure I actually implemented a feature for this. So if we go to commenting, for example, nope, it did not use it here. Register, for example, change website title, that was it. So we can actually just get that and whack it in here. There is no point having this if we are not going to be using it. So there we go. Probably actually put this first before anything else. Like so. In the forum categories, what do we have? It's all capitalized, which is good. This will just print out the categories. I'm actually going to copy and paste this that I did in here. So this, I think this should be on every single page. There should be a unique name to every single page. Should be the first thing that's called. Change website title. Needs to be capitalized, and this needs to say blog admin page. Admin panel. I think panel sounds more technical. Copy that. And I'm just gonna say call this blog. Change log. I'll whack this here and I'll put change log. Policy, I just want to change that to a capital C. Everything else looks okay. In categories, I want to add this as well. Forum categories. Copying that would just be easier. Check if there are any valid check if there are any categories. Category ID. This is passed in from the view. The model actually. This will be passed in from forum categories from here. So yeah. And if we go to controllers, forum, categories, yeah, it's passed in from there. So if we go back to categories, and now I'm happy with that really. Just want to comment this loop through categories and print them out. Category, forum category, actually if I go back to categories, we have the title here, so I'm actually going to put this over here, and we want to put the actual title of the category, so forum the category, so literally the way we've done it in here. So if I save that now, if I were to go to, I did not open up XAMPP. So just launch up the server on the database. So I want to confirm it's working the way that it should be. So now if I go to localhost forum, I haven't done the homepage yet first, so if we go into here, general categories, yep, that's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. So copy and paste this into category, and we get the whenever there's a redirect, we want to do an exit as well, just to make sure. And we want this to be printed in here. So for this particular category, okay, so category result, check if user input has occurred, check if a form has been submitted. That's essentially what it is. I want to capitalize all of this stuff. Capital G, capital C, not capital G there, capital C, capital G, capital G, capital P, capital E, and capital E. Okay. Everything else looks a-okay, so check if user submitted, check if validation passes, some pretty basic stuff. Insert question. For the most part, doesn't really need as much commenting because the variables explain what to do. So I'm just going to say here, if user is logged in, show form to create post questions, and now I'll put in here loop over all the questions for this category and print them out. So I can get this, and in favorites I will need to put forum favorites. Yeah, change website title. I'm happy with that being like that because it's just favorites for you, so you don't need any sort of title there. If user is logged in, that's fine. Okay, need to exit as well. Okay, apart from that, check if the user has favorited any questions. Edit question. Edit question. I need to get rid of that. That's definitely something we need to get rid of. That was just for testing purposes. To get rid of the closing, PHP tags. Make sure there's no closing PHP tags at the end. It's just bad practice. I used to do them, but apparently it can lead to extra HTML sometimes being rendered. And this was question. I'm not really on here yet. So if I go back to category, have I done this one? Yep. I need to do favorite. I've done favorites. Need to do home now. So here I need to change website title to forum. Home forum. That's all I'm gonna put. Forum. Check if there are any forum sections. No forum sections available at the moment. There should always be forum section. Really, you as a developer, you shouldn't create it without forum sections. For whatever reason there isn't, this will just handle that, or they'll print something out. And loop over sections and print them out. Another question. So for the question, this is quite a bit of code here. Check if the question exists. Check if the user, if a check if a form has been submitted. The only thing I'm going to do is change or capitalize this stuff. This should be a capital G, capital C now, capital G, capital G, capital G. Okay. Question array, that stuff is okay. That's just what I was getting the data. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. If you go over it, don't really need to comment any of that stuff. What else needs to be capitalized? This needs to be capitalized to capital G. Is logged in needs to be capitalized to capital I. Okay, and load in the template for showing forum comments on the forum. Really, apart from that, this one's done. The other thing, again, I need to post the question somewhere, like the what's it called, the title. So IDs or ID title, that I'll use that then. So I could do it literally here. If I paste this here, forum. So if I were to run this now, it doesn't like that. I'll put it outside. I'll do So if I go to forum now, forum general discussion category, actually I shouldn't say category in there, it's going to be too much. So if I go on this, it should post forum, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that was question page, and now the home page, add user details, finish sign up process, already posted it here, probably just got to capitalize some stuff. If the user has already set up their account fully, redirect to homepage, because this should only appear when you create an account via social media, because we can't get all the required fields, so when we'll just get what we can, and that will be email, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then we ask the user for the username and password from that, so they'll still require that. Once they put that in, they can log in either using social media from there. Somebody's at the door, just give me a second. Let me just mute this. Hello, okay. You might have noticed there's a parcel. Actually, you can't actually see it because that's what just got dropped off, and if you heard that rattling, it's just a bunch of almond nuts running low. So where was I? Where was I? Where was I indeed? I was, yeah, just doing this. So T, capital E, capital C, capital G, capital C, capital G, capital P, check if a form has been submitted, capital G, capital G, capital D, capital U, capital F, capital T, capital G, capital E. No, it's a bit boring, but it's got to be done. Capital G, capital G again. Now in commenting, comments probably I'm just gonna put a little note saying this code should be used in conjunction with some sort of page or other post, such as a blog post or forum question. That's what it should be linked with, because that's the reason I have a template for, if we're going to views, template, forum, commenting. The code is essentially the same, bar one or two changes, and yeah, this just allows me to easily modify this and have, see, as you can see, it's already 240 lines of code. Instead of having a page that has loads of code in there, we could like reuse this as well, hence why it's a template. The commenting one you probably wouldn't really use too much at all, if at all really. So save that. Contact. In contact, so I need to go back to here, contact us, capital G, capital G, capital G, capital E, capital C, capital G. Again, it's just stuff that we've done before. Validation passed. So let me just go through this. This is just the contact page. So send, get, errors, generate, like so, and happy with that. Index, this is going to be our home page. Capitalize before I change the name of it. I probably won't put home page here. I will actually probably put the name of the website. We'll get that using a config. So D, and that's it. Okay, so from here, finish sign up process. We don't want a finish sign up process there. We want it to say, I already did it somewhere, something very similar. Must have been add user details, commented, no, it wasn't any of these. Is a config that I'm trying to get. So config, copy that. Actually, I did it in the change log, no, the policy. Website title. So I need to just get this, copy that into the home page, and instead of saying home page, for example, we're gonna make it dynamic and say what the name of our website is. So save that. We're done for that. Login now. We need to copy and paste this. Login, I'm happy with that. Just need to capitalize this, capitalize this. So all that needs to be done is capitalizing. Capital G, capital G, capital C, capital P, capital L, capital G, capital G, capital T, and a capital E. I think that should be it for this. Oh, didn't fully scroll down, so I just need to scroll down then. Hybrid off, hybrid off, capital G, and finally just change these two to capitals as well. Who's on login, was it? Login, log out is a very simple page. Not really going to have anything because we want this to be as minimal as possible. We want to get back to the home page as soon as possible, so we don't want extra code just running for the sake of running, hence why we don't want a title. So 2, that's fine. Yep. And register now, so register. This is all pretty much already done. You might have noticed I've sort of stopped doing the commenting. Biggest reason is So the methods and the classes are named in a way that they are self-explanatory. A lot of it, like the variables are named, so it's self-explanatory. So it's like, if input exists, post. So if input exists for post, I would say if a form has been submitted, technically it might not be a form. You might force sort of a post. Plus also you don't need that much explanation. So I'm sort of stopped on the commenting on that, but I'm definitely in the going to be doing a lot of commenting in the classes. Just want to get these examples done today, and might start in the classes, but really within this day and probably one more day, documentation should be done. We can get back to just doing the regular stuff, aka implementing really cool features. G, happy with that. Just change the flash as well, the flash, and change the E, change the E, change the G, change the hybrid auth stuff, not gybrid, hybrid. Get, generate, get. Okay, apart from that, let's go into temp. Temp was just a file that I was experimenting with. Can get rid of that. So that's all gone now. Activate. Oh yeah. Check if user exists. Check if user is already activated. Check if activation code matches code in database for user. Try to activate account. I've said here activation code and username must exist. So I'm not too sure if, let's just say, something's gone wrong, should some of them or all of them, let's say, redirect back to the home page and maybe just have a flash so it says whatever it is. So I'm gonna have a look and see. So website standards for activation page. Don't know if this will return anything decent, but let's have a look. Now I think having something like this is okay, because it gives them, the user knows what they're doing and it doesn't go to a page and they're like, did something happen or not? Okay, I'm happy with that there. But I'm gonna put the activate thing here, like activate account activation, account activation, change password. Has everything capitalized? No, it does not. Registration it has, so you need to go back in here and capitalize everything that needs to be capitalized. Capital I, capital V, capital A, in G, capital I, capital T, capital E, capital C, capital G, now capital C, capital P, so this is just the change password page, exit, generate the token, forgot password, oh, forgot about this, forgot about updating it, plus I need to get rid of this because I don't know if I'm using get anymore, just copy and paste it like so, change password, forgot password, forgot password, okay, now just need to do the capitalization, very boring process, but if I want certain standards, they need to be done better now than later. Capital G, capital G, and capital G. Capital A, finally capital G. So the forgot password page, now reset password. So this is the page where you just say you forgot your password and then it will send you an email. This is the page that you will get redirected to once you receive that email and click on the link or open the link. Reset password. Happy for the most part, there wasn't many changes we've had to do. It was all pretty structured nicely. There was only like the odd code I've had to remove. Just doing this capitalization stuff. So, capital P, capital U, capital G, capital D, capital C, capital F, capital T, capital E, capital G, update, user details. At the moment the only thing you can update is the username, but you could easily add fields for like password, for example. There's a separate page for changing password, but you could easily implement it into here. That's totally up to you. The beauty of having like examples like this is you can have a look, okay, this is what this does, and you can combine them as you need to. Your user system might have more fields and you might want to obviously allow changing for that. You might even want them to be able to change their email address. That's a possibility as well. And almost done now. Finally, just two more to change. Save that. And we're done. Let's have a look. Time wise, 45 minutes. So let me just submit this. So if I go to my Finder, and this is all in applications, XAMPP, HT docs, PHP Web Framework, the apps views. Copy all of this and actually put them within the GitHub folder. Examples. There we go. Day 22 was it? 23, sorry. That was OpenGL. I think day 27. Can't remember. Let's have a look. YouTube. So show more and PHP Web Framework. I think it's day 27. Day 27 part 10 to. Nope. I thought I was opening up one of the videos then. Am I? Is it? Isn't it? Went to the homepage. Okay. Day 27. Docu. Example views. That's what they are. Or pages, whatever you want to call them. Think that. Okay, so that is it for day 27. We went over all of the views, just commented them slightly, just brought them up to scratch in terms of coding standards that we're using for the framework. And that's nothing. You need to write coding standards. Did I ever put this on here? Coding standards for the framework. What I will actually do, because Sonar Systems needs a new set of coding standards anyway, created some back in 2012, late 2012, early 2013. A lot has changed since then. I've learned a lot. My coding standards have changed, so that needs to be updated. I'll get them updated, and that's what I will be using. So there'll be a link to on the GitHub page, so you can access it. It would probably just be a Google Doc that anyone can view. Members, Sonar Systems, labels. Yeah, that's a very low priority. I'm gonna put it blue. Is that low? And that is it. So thank you for watching day 27. Next video we'll get on to commenting these and making sure all the methods are capitalized. And apart from that, once we've gone through all of these classes and sorted that stuff out, we're done. We will be just finally, I am really excited to get back to coding features, because create tests, done that. Create logo, that still needs to be done. If anyone wants to contribute to that, feel free. I think if they got any suggestions or if they want to have a little quick go, test if libraries can easily be removed, that'll probably be the first thing. And yeah, implement error pages, notifications, create a boilerplate version. That's going to be a really cool one. Setup file, still thinking about how to do it. Okay, the file to configure the configuration, then any other general global properties. May have to be an admin user to access the page. Okay, that's fair enough. That's a pretty cool thing to have. Okie dokie. But if you're doing stuff like that, you probably want to store it in some sort of text file. Not in a database. Text file. You store it in a database. God damn it. And what you would have to prevent any sort of mess ups with the rest of the code, we'll still have the configuration files. The configuration files will get the code from the database, and we would update the database. Boom. That's the way stuff would work. Oh yeah. The only problem with that is how about somebody doesn't want a database. that's when these issues really do come along. Plus also, the configuration files really have a nice, and they have the ability to put in like the password for the database. We don't want, yeah, so something that we're gonna have to think about. Make sure every file is saved, that's all good. And thanks for watching day 27. See you in day 28. If you got any questions, any tips for coding, any documentation ideas or feature ideas, feel free to contribute, as this is a project by the community for the community. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you in day 28.